TR90 entire set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to get 100% results.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to show you how you can do that. First of all, it's called a WQQT system. Okay. And the W is called why.
Why?
Yeah. So my first question to you is, why did you take up the whole program in the first place? What was the main reason?
Okay. Because after I delivered, then I gained a lot of weight. I want to go back to my pre-pregnancy weight.
Why is that important for you? I mean, you're married, you got a husband. Why is it important you want to go back to food?
I feel like lack of confidence when I look into myself in the mirror. I feel upset. I want to look good again.
How would the lack of confidence affect you in any other way?
I think it affected me in many ways, especially when I work. I don't have a nice outfit to choose from because my choices are very limited, and I feel shy to do presentation because I just feel like people are looking at my body. I feel uncomfortable.
Oh wow, that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah,
do you have a set of clothes that you cannot fit into and you're thinking of putting it back on?
Yeah, I got one cheongsam. I love it very much. I actually gave away some of the clothes or sell it off, but except the cheongsam, I bought it from China. That I still keeping it and hoping one day I can fit it into it again.
Okay, so this is what we do. Okay,
Alright.
This is day one.
Okay.
I'd like you to go and find the cheongsam, hang it up nicely, someplace visible for you to see every day.
Okay.
Probably when you wake up in the morning, when you go back home, you can see it again. Okay. That is a reminder, because without understanding why, sometimes halfway through you feel like giving up. Not that it's a difficult system; it's a very simple system. But we want you to finish all 3 months altogether so that your weight loss is permanent. And I guarantee you, if you follow this process, not only will you get 100% weight loss, it's also permanent. Alright? So remind yourself of this why. Okay, the next week when I meet up with you again, I'm going to ask you the same question again. And please put up the cheongsam on a visible place.
Okay.
So the second one that we want is called quality lah. Quality means 品质 lah. Okay.
Yes.
So as for quality, I'm going to check with you. What have you consumed yesterday for breakfast? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay. So what do you take for breakfast yesterday?
I took 2 egg whites.
2 times egg whites.
Yes.
The egg whites was fried or boiled?
Boiled, hard-boiled egg.
You know, this is important that you record how you prepare the food, right?
Oh,
Next.
okay. And then I take a small bowl of salad.
Salad. What do you mean small bowl? Okay, we'll go through the quantity later.
Yes.
Salad, right?
Okay.
Your salad inside, is it just vegetable? Does it contain corn or anything else?
No, there are cucumbers
Okay.
and the normal salad veggie and some carrots.
Okay, that's fine. What else do you take for breakfast?
A toast bread.
Toast, huh?
Yes.
What is the bread? Wholemeal or white bread?
It's a white bread, toast bread.
White bread. Toast. Toasted. Did you have anything applied on the bread?
No.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so you notice,
Plain bread.
again, I'm recording what kind of bread. Because when it's white bread and wholemeal bread, there's a difference, alright? What else do you have for breakfast?
And also a pear.
A pear, alright.
Okay.
Was it a hard pear or soft sweet pear? Hard sweet or soft sweet?
It's a yellow skin. That one is a hard.
The Chinese one, right?
Yeah.
Chinese.
That is called Chinese pear.
I call it hard pear.
Yeah.
The yellow one. It's not the one that looks like a female body.
Yes,
not
that one is
huh?
the green one.
The one is the green one,
yeah.
yeah, okay. What else?
That is all.
That's all, huh?
Yeah.
What do you drink?
I drink half mug of oat.
That's a drink.
Yeah.
Oat,
I drink it every day.
Is it instant oat or what oat? What's that?
It is instant oat.
Instant oat. So it's not a drink, isn't it? It's a porridge.
It's a porridge. Okay.
Instant oat, huh? What else?
Yeah, that's all for my
Okay.
breakfast.
No other drinks, huh?
No other drinks.
Okay, do you have any tea break in the morning?
No.
Lunch?
Yes.
What do you have for lunch?
I had economy rice.
Okay, white rice, huh?
Yeah, white rice, small portion. And
What was on the rice?
on the rice, I had some scrambled egg.
Scrambled egg. Eggs. Okay, what else?
Sweet and sour chicken.
Sweet and sour chicken. Great, you actually know it's sweet and sour. You know how it was prepared. This is a recording that's important. What else?
Also the spinach.
Spinach. How was it prepared? Stir fried or boiled or
Stir fried.
stir fried? Huh? What else?
That's all for my lunch.
Okay, what do you drink?
Plain water.
Plain water. Do you have any tea break in the afternoon?
Only a coffee.
Coffee, yeah?
Yes.
Your coffee with milk and sugar?
A little bit of low fat milk,
Okay.
but no sugar.
Okay, no sugar, huh? Without sugar. Okay, dinner.
Dinner, I took shrimp shake
Shrimp shake,
and some stir fry celery
stir,
with mixed veggie, mushroom, and
celery,
yeah,
mushroom,
and also carrot.
carrots,
And took an apple as well.
apple. Okay, great. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Do you have any drink?
No, plain water.
Nice snack?
No,
No supper?
no supper.
Okay, great. So what I have done is I've recorded your quality, and you notice I recorded your quality in detail of how it was even prepared. Okay, you must excuse
Yes.
my handwriting, but you know it's at least it's a recording. Okay.
Okay.
So now the next one is called quantity.
Quantity.
Okay. So quantity, I'd like to see you to show me your right hand. Okay, your right hand. Okay, your right hand. Okay. So you had 2 egg white, right?
Yes.
If you stretch out your hand, covering these fingers and this thumb here, this circle and this thickness is 1 serving of protein. So egg white is protein. How many servings do you think you took?
It whites is protein. So I took. That means minus the fingers.
Minus this finger, this thing, and this thickness. Egg white. You take out the egg yolk, right? How many
Okay.
serving of egg white?
1 to 2.
Okay. This is 1 serving. Egg white. I'm going to record half protein. Based on your hand, you need at least 3 egg whites.
Oh.
I need 4 egg whites because my hand is quite big.
Yes.
Okay. So you are actually under eating a little bit on the egg white
Oh.
for protein.
Okay.
Salad. If you put your hands again, for cooked vegetable, if it's this amount, okay, it's called 1 serving of vegetable. But because you have salad, which means it's uncooked,
Yeah.
you need to calculate 1, 2, 3 servings, but you record here only 1 serving. Because 3 serving of salad, you cook it, it becomes only
Shrink.
1 serving. Okay. So how many serving of salad do you take?
Probably just 1/4.
1/4. I'll give you half.
Half.
The reason we don't record 1/4, 1/3 and all this because it makes the recording very difficult.
Oh.
Okay, so you want to make easy recording, eat 1 full serving. Okay, no 1/4 and all this because it's starting. Okay, white toasted bread. Your hand again, you
Okay.
curl it up
Curl it up.
in the middle of your finger. 2. Here is
Yes.
1 serving of carbohydrate.
Oh.
White bread, how many serving do you take?
It's 1 full serving already.
1 whole serving,
Yes.
So 1 serving, 1 cup. You see, for me, I need 2 slices.
Oh.
I got much bigger hands, right? I need 2 slices, 1 serving. For the matter of fact, for your hand size, you can take up to 1.5 servings.
1.5.
1.5.
I see.
Okay. So it's okay to eat a little bit more in the morning for carbohydrates. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, pan. Okay, you close up your fist. Okay, that is 1 foot. So if you compare your fist and my fist, you'll realize that mine is one gigantic Fuji apple.
Yes.
Yours is a smaller Fuji apple.
Yes.
Then you look at somebody else who's smaller, it becomes a Gala apple. Okay? So
Correct.
therefore, your pear, how big was it? How many serving compared to, based on your hand?
My pear is as big as your
Oh,
this.
1.5.
So I already
1.5.
taken half, 1.5
Fruit.
of fruit.
Okay? Instant oat, carbohydrate. Put it this way again. From here to here. How many serving of instant oat did you take?
From here to here.
Here,
One.
one carbohydrate. Okay. White rice, again, how many serving?
One.
One carbohydrate. Scrambled egg, chicken. Sweet sour chicken is all under protein. You stretch out your hand again. Based on this and this thickness, how many serving of protein do you take? Scrambled egg and chicken.
Half for each.
Half for each is one
One.
protein. Okay. Spinach stir fried is
Vegetable.
cooked vegetable. Is it one serving or less or more?
One serving.
One serving or one vegetable. Okay.
Maybe half.
Half,
Because it's cooked. So I think I need to.
Cooked, but this size, So
yes.
it's half, correct,
Yes.
correct. Trim shake is one protein and one carbo, right? No need to talk,
Yes.
Okay. Your stir fried celery, mushroom, carrots, all these are under vegetable. How many serving?
Also half.
So half. Super. Apple?
Apple is yes this size.
One apple, one fruit. Okay, so I have recorded your servings. Okay. Now I'm going to go to timing. What time do you wake up for breakfast?
8 o'clock.
No, what time do you wake up in the morning?
Wake up in the morning 7.
7. What time do you have your breakfast?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Lunch?
12.
12. And dinner? Your dinner yesterday?
7.
7. Okay, so I have your timing. Now here's how you get 100% results. If you know how to manage your quality, quantity and timing, you will not be fat again. Okay, so I'm going to do some correction and adjust and advise you what you do from tomorrow onwards when you start the TR90 program. First, let's take a look at the quality. I am going to circle all those areas that I will want you to eat less. Okay, 2 egg white, quality. Now your scrambled eggs, obviously there is egg yolk inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet and the chicken is not a problem. The sweet and sour is a problem because in order to make sweet and sour chicken, first they have to fry it, and very often some of them they use batter mix. They coat it with a little batter, which is carbohydrate, deep fry, soak in the oil,
Yes.
and then they put a layer of sugared sauce on it, right? Okay, spinach stir fry, that's great. Coffee with milk without sugar is fantastic. Even you put a little sugar, that's fine. Stir fried. Okay, so your issue regarding quality, it's only morning no instant oat allowed.
Okay.
You wanna eat oat? Eat rolled oats. Okay.
Means the one that I need to cook, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The very moment you do instant oat, that means it's pre-digested for you. It has very high glycemic index. It's as good as porridge. Okay, remember that. It shoots up your blood sugar and makes you hungry for lunch again, and then you go and whack all those things.
I see.
So let's talk about quantity now. Based on our TR90 regulation, we need you to eat carbohydrate, protein, vegetable, and fruits. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see how many carbohydrate you took. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You took 4 servings of carbohydrate, correct?
Yes.
And let's take a look at protein. Half. 1.5. 2.5. 2.5. Let's take a look at vegetable. Half. Half. That's 1. 1.5. Let's take a look at the fruits. 1.5. 2.5. Okay, so how different is it from our program? It's supposed to take 3 serving of this, 3 serving of this, 3 serving of this, 3 serving of this. 4 plus 2 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and a half servings. Okay, in terms of quantity, you're not under eating. Okay?
Alright.
In terms of quality, you know you have some issues over there. In terms of servings, you have taken too much carbohydrate. You took too much carbohydrate in the morning. Okay, and the rest are one serving each. That's correct. Okay, so if you can bring down by one carbohydrate, your weight will. And if you increase your vegetable, you will not be eating so much carbohydrate. I don't think you can swallow your instant oat if you have increased this salad by another half serving.
Yes.
Okay, so you're actually putting the wrong stuff in the morning and so forth. Okay, so the rest are quite okay. 1.5, 2.5 fruits, protein 2.5 is very close, so I'm fine with it. Okay, too much of this, way too little of this. Okay, so that's the quality.
To add my veggie.
Yes. Let's talk about timing part. You wake up at 7 in the morning and you take your breakfast at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
I'm pretty strict with this. If you take anything after half an hour of you waking up, it's called tea break, it's not breakfast. So you have not taken breakfast. You took tea break.
Right.
Okay. If you want your weight to come down, wake up in the morning, you need to take your breakfast. And then within half an hour, so that there's a kickstart for your metabolism and they won't eat into your muscle.
I see.
Okay, so this is 7:30 will be the ideal time, not 8 o'clock. Not 9 o'clock, not go to office, then you start eating. That's totally wrong.
Okay.
Dinner, my rule is this: you want to remain slim for the rest of your life. Is that objective?
Yes, I want.
Oh, that's a very affirmative yes. No carbohydrate after 6 p.m. So what's in the trim shake is carbohydrate, right? So your trim shake is always before 6, you swallow it, you go home, you sit down with your family, take your vegetable and your fruits. That's how it works, especially those busy people who work. Your trim shake, leave it in the office. Swallow it, wash it, put the container and the trim shake there, you come home. By the time I travel home with the traffic jam, everything 7, 8 o'clock sometimes, that's when you sit down, you can, yes, take your vegetable and your fruits. That makes one serving each. Okay, so remember trim shake, even trim shake itself, although the calorie is very low, there is still carbohydrate inside. Okay, you need to take it before 6 o'clock. That's how it works.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What if I take the trim shake at probably 5 o'clock before I travel home?
Yeah.
And then I take my veggie and my fruit at 7.
No problem.
What if I get hungry at 9:30 before I sleep?
Okay, if you have not taken a complete one serving of everything for breakfast, one serving of everything for lunch, you'll probably get hungry at night, especially when you're a late sleeper. Okay, if you have taken all this, you don't get hungry. People get hungry because they didn't do a proper serving and quality in the daytime. Okay, so if you go through this for 1 week and you tell me how I can change for you. Okay, but you'll probably be alright. I don't think you'll get hungry so fast. Okay, especially if your fruits and your vegetable is always half serving. You take one serving, you try lah. If you go hungry again, something is not right already.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the first thing I like you to learn. Okay, quality, quantity, timing. Remember this. Always manage based on these 3 items. And next week when I review again, I'll go through exactly the same sequence. I will circle this. Your job is to, your key performance indicator for this is to make sure that every week I circle, you get lesser and lesser circles, so your quality becomes better. Okay? So there are 3 items I need you to learn. Okay? The first item I want you to learn is called the metabolic cycle. 9 o'clock in the morning, 12, 3, and 6. Your metabolic cycle is very high. It comes up after 3 o'clock, it starts to come down. It goes down very low during supper time and when you're sleeping. And in the morning, the very moment you put the first item in your mouth, the metabolism shoots up. That's why it's very important to eat your breakfast within half an hour of you waking up. Okay, so your muscle don't shrink. Okay, so what happens is you have your breakfast here, breakfast, right? Breakfast. Okay.
Yes.
No, very often I teach people to eat 1 serving of carb, protein, vegetable and fruits or vegetables. They find very full, right?
Yes.
Or they are telling me, I got to prepare my kids, I need to rush to work, I got no time to eat. I say, take the piece of wholemeal bread, stuff it in your mouth for breakfast, then after that, let the metabolism come up, then go and do whatever you do, and then you start eating the rest of your breakfast throughout the whole morning. Then you won't feel so full. Okay, and it's best at about 10 o'clock. You can have your fruit here, your breakfast fruit here. Okay, so you can eat your egg white, whatever. You can put in your Tupperware and start eating along the way, or go to work while you're typing, you eat it. Okay. So when you eat right throughout the whole morning, what happens is that your blood sugar remains on a very nice steady state. You won't go into hunger pangs. By the time you reach lunch, you won't be buying all those huge carbohydrate food. When you're very hungry, never go and eat. Eat when you're not hungry.
Okay.
You're not hungry yet, okay? So you go ahead and take your your lunch. Your lunch, you take a bit early, a bit late, it doesn't matter because of your schedule, right? But what is important is, lunch also you have to take one serving of carb, one serving of protein, one serving of vegetable, one serving of fruit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's very full meal. Okay, what I suggest is you take your food around 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, then the sequence of fruit.
Don't worry about the sequence. More importantly is your blood sugar to maintain the whole thing. And fruit is because it is easy to carry around
Yes.
and obtain, and you can eat in the office and all this. And then at about just before 6 o'clock, you have your trim shake. Right? And after that, you go home, you have your fruits and vegetables. This gets you to eat throughout the whole day, thereby managing your blood sugar. The TI90 will further balance your blood sugar so that the whole day you won't go into a hunger pang situation. Okay. If you do it this way properly, what happens at night, you won't feel so hungry. And of course, we always encourage you to sleep early. The later you sleep, the more hungry you will become.
What time should be the...
Actually, 10 o'clock is ideal, but
Wow.
it doesn't happen to everybody, right? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Step number 1, manage your blood sugar throughout the whole day. At night, you won't be. If you're really hungry, you pick up the phone and you call your coach. Okay, the coach will probably suggest to you how you can stop the hunger. Okay, don't eat because you think that you'll be hungry. Eat because you're hungry at night, and we don't want you to be hungry. Okay, but you should not be if you eat one serving of everything.
What if I really hungry?
Then
At
you,
9:30,
then I'll suggest,
before 10.
or rather you put in a piece of fruit,
Okay.
a small piece of fruit or something to curb the hunger.
Alright.
Okay. Now here's item number 1. Item number 2 that I would like you to learn is this: 1 gram of carbohydrate is equals to 4 kilocalorie. 1 gram of protein is equals to 4.3 kilocalorie. 1 gram of alcohol is equals to 7 kilocalorie. 1 gram of fat equals to 9 kilocalorie. Just 1 gram. 1 gram is like puny, it's puny, Now, the reason why I teach you this is because you can actually combine 9 plus 4 equals 13 kilocalorie per gram. That is called chao fan, fried rice. And why is protein with fat? 9 plus 4.3 is called fried chicken, fried fish. So in short, what I'm trying to emphasize on you is this: the way you cook your carbohydrate, your protein, and everything, your vegetable, it depends on what you cook it with and how you cook it with. So if you like say you have tempura, there's fat plus vegetable,
Yes.
then your calorie actually shoots up. You think you're eating vegetable, actually you're not. Okay,
Yeah.
so really, if you eat all those things that are like nasi lemak, chicken rice, the Chinese chicken rice, the Indian biryani, and the chubi peng and all this, if you eat 1 serving of, let's say, cup, you record down there 2 servings because literally you double the carbohydrate and more. That's how you record. Okay? So this will actually emphasize on you that the preparation method changes the entire structure of your food calorie. Okay? I give you an example how serious this is. 1 donut with cream on top and inside is 450 kilocalories. Okay? You jog for an hour, you'll probably burn 250 to 300 kilocalories. That excludes breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then you go and add all this in. So that's the reason why outside there, the obesity rate is very serious, because people don't know all these things. Right? So the third thing I want to teach you is this. So this is the second thing, right? This is what I want you to learn. And the third and last thing I need you is a trick. Let's say I draw your stomach. I'm drawing 2 not because I think you have 2 stomachs. Okay, it's for demonstration purpose. I draw the stomach like that. Okay. High calorie, low volume. This one is high volume, low calorie. Okay, here's a trick. If you have to eat, make sure you fill up your stomach. But fill up your stomach with high volume food in big quantity and low calorie. For example, a bowl of salad, very high volume. You sort of feel full, right? But the calorie is very low. Especially when you eat it without stressing. And any other dried breads, bacon, all these croutons, all this take up. It is actually very low in calories but very high in volume. It fills you up. And if you have some egg white, some chicken breast, oh, it will last you the whole day, you know. Okay, so this is the best thing to do because you're not hungry. But when you eat a food that is very high in volume, very high in calorie, then that becomes a problem. What is an example? A small piece of kueh lapis. The calorie knock you out already, but not full.
Yeah, very small piece.
Char kway teow, uluak. Okay, very small or a small bowl of curry. It doesn't fill you up, but you make you hungry again later. But actually, calorie overload already, and it's the calorie that make you fat. So some people, they keep eating and say, I'm not full, but I keep putting on weight because they're eating a lot of dense food with very low volume. So you just need to understand that when you go out there, which I will not be with you all along, make sure you fill out your stomach with high volume, low calorie food, better than low volume, high calorie food, which will make you put on weight. Okay. So these are the three things I would like you to learn. Okay. So what do you need to do for next week? For next week, I'd like you to do one thing: settle your breakfast first. Okay, your breakfast, I would like to see 3 egg whites. Salad is great, but you need to increase by half serving. Okay. Bread, I would suggest you change to wholemeal. Go and find the heavy ones, and then the surfaces are very rough. The crumb is very rough because it's not fine grain. Okay. The pear is okay, fine. You can change to the 3 fruits that we recommend, either apple, guava, or jambu. Okay.
Apple, guava, or jambu.
Any fruits that you use your tongue, you can crush one. Don't touch those fruits. My recommendation is the harder the fruit, the better it is. Okay, the harder the fruit, the better it is. You need to chew. Okay, so breakfast, settle it. If you want to eat the oat, you eat the whole what you call the rolled oats, right?
Rolled oats.
Once you take the rolled oats, you don't take the bread because you double dosage your carbohydrate. Okay. Lunch, you go and eat whatever you need to eat first, but you know the rules. Okay, you know the rules right now that I just taught you. I will correct you next week when we meet. I don't want to teach you everything one shot. You know what will happen? You'll go crazy. Okay. Dinner, shrimp shake before 6 o'clock. Then after that, you go home. You can have dinner together. It's important to sit down with the family to have dinner. Eat the vegetable, eat the fruits. And by next week, you will probably see about 500 grams to a kilo of weight down. And your lady, I need to see at least 60% of this weight that you lose belonging to fat loss.
Men.
For men, it's about 70%. Yeah, ladies, I need to see 60%. But we have ladies who reach 70-80% on the first week. Okay, some of them 100%. Lose only 600 grams, but all fat. Now that's very good result, right? So you only need to do this. Next week, I'll teach you something new. And then the following week, something new again, and then I'll start upgrading the quality of food and all this. Just remember, next week, the whole week, when you're home, QQT. That's it.
Oliver, if I want to do exercise in the evening, say after work, before my dinner, I go for like probably 1 hour of Zumba. How should I plan my meal for my dinner?
Okay, I mean you will probably have shrimp shake already. You can go and shrimp shake is a very light meal, right?
Yes.
Go and have your Zumba.
5 o'clock, I take shrimp shake first, then I go for Zumba, and
come
then
back. Yeah. You can have your vegetable and fruits and all this. Yeah. And especially when you're having Zumba, what kind of exercise do you do?
Zumba or plank at home.
At home, every day?
Not every day.
Okay. Zumba is not an exercise. Zumba is a training. Jogging is a training. The exercise we are talking about are things like walking, climbing steps, mopping the floor. These are exercises to us. Okay. If you want to do Zumba, you want to do aerobics, go and do. I don't care. Because you are young, go and do whatever it is. But what I'm more emphasize to you is this: I would like you to exercise every day by taking walks but you're looking for stairs to climb. Okay, you do that every day. For example, you take the train or whatever it is, right?
Okay.
You see escalator, you go next to the escalator, take the stairs
Okay.
along the way, so you don't spend time in exercise. Okay, but that everyday activity is going to be more effective than 1, 2, 3 times Zumba. Are you aware of that?
So how many minutes for
It doesn't
that
matter.
staircase walking?
I don't know about here, but in Singapore we got flats, right? They go
Yeah.
home, they climb 9 floors, that's it. Go home.
That's a lot.
That's it. But
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
hey, by the way, you want a totally flat tummy or not?
I want.
Stair climbing is the fastest.
Ah,
It uses the least amount of time, but it flattens your tummy very fast.
I see.
Okay.
So
you
there's
go
no limit of timing. It's just whenever I'm able to do
Climb.
so, I just
Climb up,
go
but
for
then-
the
yeah,
staircase.
don't climb down.
Oh, don't climb down.
never climb down, take the lift down, climb up.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just climb up, don't climb down. And if you go to the gym, it's the step machine.
Oh.
Okay, it's not the treadmill, not anything, it's a step machine.
Okay.
The climbing machine also can.
I see.
Okay, climbing is a combination of aerobics and anaerobics together. At a very short time, you can do a burst of flattening the tummy.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other
Thank you.
questions before we?
I think that's all.
Okay, we make an appointment next week, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you very much.
Thank you, Oliver.